Hello everyone, welcome to another reading. Today we're doing a reading for Dino. Woo! So today I had a feeling that he wanted natural light, no artificial anything. Ha 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 ha. And because of that, I had to record early. And if you hear anything in the background, it's because my family is alive in, I don't know how else to describe it besides they're alive with me right here. Anyways, whatever. Let's move on. So today we're going to do a reading to tap into Dino's current energy, his career, his love life, and any healing messages that come through. So we have 2 tarot decks to help us know everything of everything. Then we have the healing messages that will be used with the spirit, what is it called? The spirit animal oracle cards, and the Sakura card captor ones, the card captor Sakura cards. And then these ones will just be to get a general idea of what's going on for everything else. So I guess let's get started. So let's tap into his current energy. How is Dino doing right now? First card. We have the 10 of Wands. Can you see it? It might be too bright. So it seems like something's burdening him. So we have 10 of Wands. That could be someone that feels very overwhelmed. Someone that feels like they have to do something. Oh my god, hold up. We have the Fool reverse. So there's a chance that he feels a bit... With the Fool reverse, there's a chance that there's like a leap of faith that he has to go through and he hasn't really taken the initiative, or he feels like there's such a heavy weight on his shoulders that he's carrying that he can't actually go through with this new beginning. Let's see, what else is going on with his current energy? Oh, okay. We also have the 10 of Cups reversed. So yeah, it seems like that leap of faith or that the burden that he's feeling is something that he can't go through because he's emotionally maybe not overwhelmed, but not fulfilled, because the 10 of Cups is being emotionally fulfilled, and since it's reversed, there's a chance that he's not feeling that, and because of that, he can't take that leap of faith, or that's what's holding him back. Then we have the Queen of Swords reversed. So there's a lot of reversals. Seems like he's very blocked with a lot of things right now. Queen of Swords is Aquarius energy, so there's a chance that he wants to try something new, but there's an emotional, not setback, but there's an emotional thing that's like holding him back. And with the Queen of Swords reversed, I'm getting that he's not being able to communicate properly to himself what it is. Or maybe it could be the people that he's working with that he can't communicate what's holding him back. And we have the Page of Swords. So a lot of Aries or energy that it kind of shows that I don't want to say that he got demoted or something, right? But I feel like he went from this energy of Queen of Swords down to a Page of Swords. So he was able to before communicate and be like, yeah, I want to try something new, very ambitious, new innovative ideas, and then he kind of went down to just kind of be in the planning stage. Now this could be one of two things. He had a project that didn't successfully go through because of an emotional setback, and because of that he has to go back to this baby energy of the Page of Swords, where he has to communicate again with himself what it is that he wants and how he wants it. So he kind of went from Queen of Swords energy all the way down to Page of Swords energy. Let's see what else is going on with his current energy. Oh, card is food. So we have the 5 of Cups. In the Escapes one and the Irene one, so the past 2 videos I've recorded, the 5 of Cups has appeared. So I think we all have this energy of 5 of Cups. You know, we're all been party poopers over here. I don't know how else to describe it, because with them it also felt like the same thing. It felt like someone that is being not so optimistic, someone that is focusing more on the negative rather than the positive things in life. The card is gonna flip. So we have the 9 of Pentacles reversed. So yeah, it seems like it's something that is nearing like the end of a cycle almost, because we have 10, 10, and 9. So to me it feels that with the 9 of Pentacles reversed, it is that he has not been able to make that paradise that he wants in a way. So the thing that was not satisfying him, yeah, it's more than clear that it has not materialized. If he can't have emotional stability, I guess, in a way. And I'm not saying that he's like super depressed or something. It's just that it could be just a little bump on the road that he's going through emotionally, and that's why he can't really materialize the thing that will fulfill him and satisfy him. So I'm gonna take out more cards, just like 1 or 2 more for his current energy. So how is he doing right now? So yeah, he's being pretty. A bunch of pentacle cards came up. Should we take them all? There's too many, so I won't take none of them. I just kind of looked at them and I was like, too much. Because I said 1 or 2 cards and then like boom, 5 come out. I'm like, nah. I didn't count them, but it was a good chunk that was too much. We don't want to dwell too much in his current energy. We have a bunch of other things that could give us a better idea of what area he's been a party pooper for. I'm saying party pooper, right? I don't think. Who's raining on his parade? Haha! 2 cards came out. Perfect! Let's see. More reversals. So we have the 8 of Cups reversed. I said 8. The 7 of Cups. So yeah, normally the 7 of Cups I see as opportunity and choices, but since it's reversed, there's a chance that he feels that he doesn't have choices, and it could be that emotionally he's not satisfied. It could be with himself or his work or whatever it is that he's trying to put creative in a creative, I guess, fingerprint of his. I don't know how else to describe it. He's kind of struggling with that, and because of that he feels like he's either running out of ideas with the 7 of Pentacles, or he feels that he doesn't have options and paths he could go down through creatively that he could potentially communicate accordingly with the Queen of Swords reversed. And then we have Temperance reversed as well. So to me, it is more than clear that he is starting to lose patience. He's trying to start something that will satisfy him emotionally or creatively, and he can't make it happen and materialize in a way that he's satisfied with, and because of that he's starting to lose patience. So I feel like that's kind of like the energy he has right now. He's been a bit he's not been as optimistic as he usually is, because he can't materialize something that will emotionally satisfy him, and because of that he's losing patience. Wow, that's pretty neat. And by neat I mean it's a nice circle for his current energy. So now I will move into his career, because it could be a career thing that he's struggling with. Okay, now let's get into his career. So what's going on? We're going to use the Zodiac cards to get an idea of the general energy in his career. I feel the energy that he's probably like, career-wise, everything sucks right now. He has a very... and we have Mars. Oh. The sun is so bright I can't really see it. It's like, it's glaring at me. So that Mars energy kind of shows me right away that he's focusing all of his energy into his career. So he is very career orientated. We have Virgo reversed. I'm thinking, is it really reversed? it kind of just jumped out, so I'm not too sure. But if it's reversed, it kind of shows that my Mars is in Virgo. So let me tap into that energy that I have, that maybe it connects to him somehow. So there's a chance that he's trying to have a constant workflow. He's working slowly and trying to organize himself to make his work and his career work. But it also, I feel that he's also trying to balance his health, because Virgo is all about health as well. But with that Virgo energy, I am also getting that aside from trying to, it seems like he's trying to make a routine in his work and in his career. That could be what he's struggling with, right? Something that's not emotionally satisfying him could be that he's trying to make a routine, but it's not working for him. I have a feeling that he's trying to make a habit out of something in his career. He's applying something different, and I don't think it has been very successful for him so far. So let me take a little bit more, one more card. And then we have Pluto reversed. So there's a transformation in his career, and that's probably what he's struggling with. Something that's been completely different, something that is changing And because Pluto's all about transformation, it's about death and rebirth. You know, a whole transformation. A butterfly. He's a butterfly, guys. He's in his cocoon. I'm kidding. I don't really know. But there's a transformation, and I feel like he's trying to, with a Virgo energy, trying to heal himself, maybe heal other people as well, maybe organizing himself, or working the tedious things, you know, the little things that he kind of has to do in order for his work to succeed. So that kind of energy. We have right hand empathy. So remember the healing thing? Yeah, maybe he's trying to heal himself, or maybe he's trying to make the creative, new, innovative type of thing that he's trying to work on is to heal and help other people. And it could be including himself as well. That's what he's trying to work for or towards. Like, that could be his new project, and it's just not really working for some reason. And then we have emptiness. To me, this card, it kind of always feels like it's about trying to stay in silence, trying to be alone, trying to get the knowledge that you need. the knowledge that you need by being in silence, being by your own, being in that space where you can just think and feel without being interrupted or disrupted by anything. And based on the type of work that he's in, it's probably very taxing on him. It probably doesn't give him enough time to, as this card says, to connect to his root. I mean, it says root connection, and that's usually the card that I kind of think someone that has to ground themselves a little bit, but in ground themselves so that they can start connecting to the I'm all about like the spiritual life, so to connect to that spiritual part. But to him, it could be to start connecting more with himself, with what he is aiming for, what he's wishing for. Maybe it could be something in relation to his life purpose, and he's trying to tap into like, okay, why am I even here for, right? Almost like his life mission. That's what it seems like he's focusing on mainly right now. I'm going to take more tarot cards to get a bit more information as to what it is that his project is all about. Oh, a card just jumped out. That was quick. So we have the Four of Cups. So I think he's trying to do something, but it's reversed. So something came to his attention that he's like, okay, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to work on. And I think, wait, we have the Empress reversed. So I think he's trying to maybe send a message about loving yourself, about taking care of yourself, about healing yourself. But I think in order to send a message like that, I think he has to work on that himself before he can send that message to other people. And that could be that transformation he's going through. He finally came to his senses that life wants to offer him something greater than he knows. And that thing that it's a lot better than he knew of. He has to transform from the inside out to be able to heal anything that has to heal, transform what has to be transformed in order to speak and spread that message for other people. For, self-love and self-healing probably. We have the Hangman reverse. So many reversals for him. Poor guy. All the energy is there, but he's not really connecting to it or tapping into it in a way that he can successfully use it. Like, he's not really using it. It's like it's blocked. I just said the same word twice. It's like it's blocked. It seems like he's like, I don't know how else to explain it, but it's blocked. That energy is just blocked. And with the Hangman reverse, I'm guessing that he's not successfully being able to get into that Aquarius energy that he naturally has, since he is an Aquarius. He's struggling to communicate properly these new ideas that humanity could use to help themselves and better themselves. I mean, Aquarius is a humanitarian energy, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's struggling to connect to that energy to help others. You have the Page of Pentacles reversed. How many cards are going to appear reversed? Anyways, but the Page of Pentacles, to me, it feels like he's trying to, again, materialize this. To me, okay, Pentacles is all about, like, money and business and this material stuff. But to me, it feels like it's not about the money. He's trying to materialize something that is not tangible. And because of that, he is struggling to do that. That kind of sucks. And there's a lot of blue, so I feel that it's all about, like, the throat chakra. He's trying to properly communicate something emotional, something spiritual, something that people don't tend to talk about. Now, I don't think it's anything bad as much as I just think it's something that's very non-conventional. He's trying to do something that people are not used to. And then we have the Tower reverse. I'm gonna put it right here with all the major arcana. Transformation. I think he's struggling. Because, okay, when you have reverse cards, it could be that you're avoiding something and that why that energy is blocked. And with the Tower, is like something that, a foundation that has to be broken, it has to be destroyed in order for a new one to be built. A new tower, a stronger one, a better you kind of thing. And since it's reversed, I have a feeling that he's just struggling. He's just struggling through this tower moment, through these difficult times. And because of that, because there's a lot of like, there's yellow right here, and there's yellow right here in this card. And to me, that's the solar plexus, the creative chakra, the chakra of self-love, of being able to use that sun type of energy, so it's on your face, that type of energy. And I have a feeling that right now he's trying to fix that area, that creative side, the self-loving side, the optimistic side. He's like healing all of that, I feel. And then we have the Queen of Wands. I thought it was a Queen of Swords, and I was about to laugh. I'll be like, he got it twice. But no, it's a Queen of Wands. So that's Leo energy. Again, a lot of yellow. So I think it's just confirming that his solar plexus, almost like that yellow chakra of creative, it's not working properly. Like, he's not being able to use it in a way that he can, again, be satisfied with. I think right now he's not really happy because he has to work from the inside out. And I think that's a difficult mission. Not mission, but like progress journey that he has to go through. One last card for his career. And you'll think, well, this doesn't seem much for his work, but he is in a creative field. He has to feel good about himself if he wants to succeed in his career. And, well, good stuff. We have the King of Wands. So that's Aries energy, that's mature action. So to me, it feels like Dino's a type to take action when he feels comfortable, when he feels ready. Because Aries, it could be an impulsive sign, could be a sign that is a bit immature, but we have the King of Wands, and that's mature fire energy. So to me, it kind of feels like he will take action when he feels ready. So he's not reckless. He thinks a lot before he does something. He may not think much before he speaks, but he does think before he acts. So he tries to set a very solid foundation. He grounds himself the best he can before he takes action with the King of Wands. But I feel that he's struggling a little bit to maybe connect to the emotional side, to the creative side, because he's trying to make something that emotionally fulfills him. And if that's the case, he has to work again from the inside out in order to make a very successful creative project that talks about emotion, something very intangible. Then he has to heal that part of himself, go through that journey, go through that process to get the experience that he needs to be able to speak it. And I think that's the main issue right now, career-wise, for him. So next, let's get into his love life. I wonder what he will say for his love life this time. The other time, I thought it was very funny. And by the other time, I mean the video I recorded and never uploaded months ago. It was very funny. Let's see. Has he healed what he has to heal with that? Let's start with this one. So career-wise, I'm still talking about his career. He's very focused on that. So about Dino's love life, let's get the general idea with the Zodiac one. Cards are like bouncing, but they're not falling. So very energetic. Very energetic. Oh. We have Neptune reversed. I feel he's already trying to connect with someone at a very deep level, and he's not finding that. With that Neptune reversed, he's working on all of the unknown. We have the Sun reversed. Yeah, healing from the inside out. So Neptune is, I'm thinking of the 12th house, which is the house of the unknown, the house of addictions, the house of spirituality. So I think he has to heal that side of him, that part of like the healing from the inside out, working on the intangible part of life to send out a message. I feel like that's what he's working on, and that is affecting his love life. We have the Sun reversed. So I feel like right now he doesn't feel that confident with his the image of himself, right? The sun is all about the self. It's all about the I see the sun as something optimistic. It's Leo energy. So I feel he's also trying to heal his inner child. So he's working from the inside out. And then we have Jupiter. So I think he's trying to tap into the energy of the greater knowledge, because Jupiter is Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is all about trying to, it could be higher schooling, it could be higher knowledge, wisdom, trying to reach that point, having a lot of knowledge to the point that it transforms into wisdom, because knowledge is information you get, facts, the way that things work, and wisdom is when you internalize it and realize, okay, but this is how it applies to reality, to the people, to humanity, to stuff like that. That's the wisdom part of it. I think wisdom is when you realize the flaws of knowledge, almost, in a way. That's the mature part of it, right? The higher knowledge. I'm trying to get into that. And then we have Pisces. So even though he's struggling with this Neptune energy of getting involved with all of the intangible parts of life, Pisces-wise, he seems like he's okay. Seems like he's still loving the world, still enjoying life, feels like he's being okay into opening up maybe this more spiritual, intuitive side of his, this creative part, this area of his that is okay with the unknown. I think he's working well with that Pisces energy of just getting involved in things that he may not be familiar with, learning from them. I feel that he's doing well with Pisces energy, but maybe it's very overwhelming to work on the area of the Neptune energy, since it's reversed. How does that apply to his love life? If he's not okay with himself, he's not going to be ready for a relationship. That simple. And I do say love life, and I do mean like romantic partners, but it seems like with him, it's all about himself. It seems like he's still focusing a lot on himself. Let's see. More messages for Dino's love part. Oh, goodness. I'm shuffling and the cards just go boom, boom. They just fall. Angel of Divination. Yeah, I'm kind of getting that he's tapping a lot more into his spiritual side, and that could be the reason why he's looking for a deeper connection. Not like, oh, let me just date someone and have fun. I think with him it's more like trying to settle down for a partner that understands him a very deep level. You have the Angel of Mercy. He's trying to find someone that is loving, someone that is able to forgive almost. I think that's because there's parts of himself that he's trying to forgive, parts of himself that he's trying to learn to love. You know, probably working on that, doing that shadow work, as some people call it, or just working on the areas that are hard for you. Healing again from the inside out. And with that Mercy card, I feel that if he were to look for a partner, he's looking for a very loving partner. So, Angel of Heralds. I feel that with that, he's trying to. I kind of got the phrase of like a spiritual leader, but I find that kind of weird. How should I explain this? I feel he's trying to look for a partner that can guide him again in all of the intangible side of life, all of the things like emotions, creativity, all of those that come from the inside out. That thing that no one really can teach you because it's your own journey. And I think he's going through a journey of self-love and self-healing, and that could be the reason why he's struggling with his love life right now. Let's get a little bit of more information about his love life. He seems to be very focused on himself and, in a way, his career, to the point that there's not much for his love life because he's concentrating all his energy on something else. Let's see. We have Death reverse again. He seems to, it's like Pluto reverse. He's avoiding that transformation, or that transformation is just too difficult. I mean, he had the Tower reverse, Death reverse. That kind of tells me that he's struggling a lot with that transformation, that death and rebirth, that Phoenix moment, healing from the inside out. I feel it seems like he's trying to like give. He's a guy, but it seems like he's trying to give birth to an idea that he's struggling to again materialize. It seems like materializing something is what he's struggling with a lot recently. Oh, okay. We have Justice reversed. I feel like there's something that is not balanced within him, and that's why things seem a bit out of whack. Remember how in his current energy cards fell, and I was like, oh, that's too many, but that's a lot of pentacles. Well, he got 2 of those cards out again, so they had to pop out. We have the King of Pentacles. But it's upright, so it seems like financial wise, he's very stable. He has the money he needs in the security he needs financially to be okay. And we have, oh god, the 7 of Pentacles. So it seems like again, I mentioned that he's trying to materialize something, but financially it seems like he's perfectly fine. So he seems to just be working on more of the emotional side of himself, the more spiritual side, that part that's journey where he has to learn to love himself and heal all of that. But I don't think he's necessarily struggling with money. That seems like, you remember how I said that he was very mature in the way that he took action. It seems like he's also very mature with his money and with his career, and because of that, there's a chance that he's trying to. Okay, this is the love area of his reading. So let me think. With the 7 of Pentacles, it kind of shows me that he's very patient. He has planted the seeds, and he's letting them blossom slowly. So in his love life, it feels like he's like, okay, I want a person that is like this, and like that, but I will give life the time that it needs to bring me that person. I don't think he's actively searching for someone as much as he's just waiting for the right time to accept someone into his life in a romantic sense. I think because he's going through this difficult thing of self-healing and self-love, trying to accept himself for who he is and trying to communicate and express himself in a very transparent type of way. I think he's trying to have that all laid out before he can even look for a partner, or before he could even accept a partner. And that's why the King of Pentacles is there. King of Pentacles hits Capricorn energy. Someone that is very practical. Let me have a stable career. Let me be emotionally stable. And then we'll look for a partner so I can settle down. Not just someone they can date, but someone that is like wifey material. Or, yeah, very stable energy material. Yeah. Let's get some more for his love life. I find it funny. It's very serious for him in his love life. We have the 8 of Swords, but it was kind of sideways, so I don't really know how to put it. Should I put it sideways? I'll put it sideways. So I feel that there's this conflict within him, because the 8 of Swords is someone that feels that someone that is trapped or bounded in a way where they feel they can't do something. They feel out of control, but it's all mental, right? Because Swords is all about intellectual, mental stuff. And usually the way that the 8 of Swords is portrayed is someone that is like tied up, and swords are around this person, and the person is like not really tied up in like on anything, so this person can walk away whenever they want. And to me, since this card came sideways, it feels like he's conscious of the illusions within his life, the part that he feels he's not being optimistic. He feels like this negative energy is not allowing him to move forward. But I feel that he's conscious that it's because of him. It's not an external force like getting on the way. So he's not blaming anyone, like, oh, life sucks because it does, because of this person and this person. No, to me it feels that it's more like he is he's aware that it's just a normal, natural thing he's going through for himself. And then we have the Knight of Cups, which is, again, Pisces energy. So there's a chance that he's trying to offer that love for himself, trying to heal that part before he can find a partner. Like, I feel it's more than clear in that sense. But it seems like he's getting a lot into, like, this spiritual side, this very, for himself. Whatever journey he has to go through is for himself. And after he goes through that journey, he might be open for a romantic relationship. But for now, it feels like he's focusing more on himself and trying to heal that part. Because, yeah, I think some people think of the Knight of Cups as the most romantic knight out of the 4. But in this case, I feel like he's trying to love himself a little bit more before he can be able to offer that to somebody else. We have the King of Cups reversed. So yeah, he's slowly trying to mature in the emotional realm, in the creative, in the spiritual one, because we have Cancer energy. So he wants to be okay. So it seems like we have Capricorn right here that is upright. So to me, it feels that he's trying to work on all the material, my reputation, my status, my work, my career. He's trying to focus more on that before he can offer this domestic, stable life to somebody else. He's trying to settle in a more practical way how to do this, because he thinks before he acts. So that kind of shows me that he's trying to be a bit more grounded, try to be more stable before he can find a romantic partner. And that's kind of what I see for his love life. So let's kind of get into the healing messages for him to see if the recurring themes of self-love kind of like apply to him, or like if that's the healing messages he will get. What a downer, Dino. The other time I was just laughing at your love life, and now, damn, he's having it a bit rough. I just kind of feel like my energy just went blue, like down the drain almost. So let's see, what healing messages are they for Dino? We have the koi fish spirit. There is always enough. So I feel that, remember how I mentioned that in his current energy there was this sense of dissatisfaction. So I feel with the there is always enough, it's like, don't worry, just because you're going through something difficult and you're trying to improve yourself in a way, it's not the type of improvement where you need to do better. It's the type of improvement of you just need to heal. You just need to heal whatever it is that you avoided before, or whatever you feel it's not good. It's like you need to learn to love those sides of himself, right? The dolphin spirit, this and that are true. So I feel that we had earlier the Eight of Swords sideways. So to me, that kind of showed this balance of upright and not upright, right? Reversed, that's the word. To me, it feels like he's very conscious that what he knows is true. He knows that he has to heal himself before he can find a partner. He knows that there's like this tower moment that he has to go through before he can get anything done, really. And since he's aware of that, I feel that all he needs is reassurance of, yeah, whatever you feel is true, it is. Like, don't worry. You know you have to heal yourself, go for it. You need time to take a break, take a break. If you need time to move forward, move forward. I feel that right now the best advice that can be given to Dino is to just trust himself in a way. Oh, okay. We have the lion spirit, be generous of spirit. So I feel that in a way they're also telling him, trust us. His spirit guides, angels, or these external forces that are trying to help him with his self-love and journey, his tower moment. They're kind of like, just trust us. We'll help you settle the ground to feel safe. We'll help you feel comfortable. We'll help you and guide you through this difficult journey that he's going through. And then we have the wasp spirit. Sometimes life stinks. So I guess, again, that Five of Cups, I think it shows, how you feel a bit negative, you feel a bit down, you feel like life kind of sucks a bit. Then with that card, it's saying, don't worry, it's normal. When you're going through a spiritual journey or healing, all of that side, it's normal to just feel like life sucks. It's difficult. Let's see if there's any more. I'll take one more, I think. Buffalo spirit, the abundant universe will provide. So basically this whole idea of like, your truth, what works, what doesn't work, but you also know that his spirit guides are there for him whenever he needs it. There's this idea of there is always enough. It's like, don't worry, we'll make sure that we create a comfortable environment for you to work in. And that's kind of what he needs, just to have stable surroundings, because he's gonna have a lot of turmoil and a lot of struggles and obstacles he has to go through and heal from the inside out. That whole message. And then at the bottom of the deck we had parrot spirit with watch your words. I think that's why the Queen of Swords is reversed. I have a feeling that he's very harsh with his words right now, because to me the Queen of Swords shows someone that is very assertive, someone that says and they mean what they say, someone that does not hold back in that sense. It's kind of like I'm not saying that it's like being like a butthole or anything. Like, he's not being mean to people. It's just that he's going through something so difficult that it could be hurting other people's feelings if he just says something that he kind of meant for himself, or he's being so harsh and critical over himself that that's where the self healing has to come in, to the point that he could be being a bit mean to other people. Then we have the light. So clearly he's trying to heal and balance a part of him, trying to see what he cannot see better, trying to, oh my goodness, that card just and then we have the mirror. So yeah, I feel that the light and the mirror, it kind of shows that he's trying to see that other side of himself that he's not aware of. He looks into the mirror to be able to talk to himself, to tap into himself. So I think what this whole idea of self-love, he's trying to be able to stay in silence and connect to himself. What do I want? What is it that I'm looking for? What do I aim to do in life? So that could be like the main focus for him. Let's see. Oh goodness. Then we have the dash. So remember how I mentioned that it seems like he's not very patient right now? That could be, the dash kind of shows me that he's going very quickly. He just wants to get this over with, since it's a difficult process. It's not easy to go through this type of journeys, and for him it's just like, let's get it over with. And that could be why the tower moment is there. There's a chance that life was getting a bit difficult, and he was like, okay, bring it on. Give me this struggle, we'll overcome it. And then boom, he got it all, and it's like, yeah, it's hard, it's difficult, but he's working quickly to get it over with. I feel that it's all those things that he's like, yep, I'm going to my midlife crisis, let's get this done. That's kind of what it feels like for me. Like, he just took it like a champ. He's like, damn, life is difficult, bring it all the hardships, bring them all, time to heal. I feel like he's very aware of that. Oh my god. The float. So it kind of I don't really remember the float that well, but I'm trying to feel what it could mean. It feels okay. I'll think of that. I'll say that later. But with the float, I feel like he's slowly just going with the flow. To me, it feels like he's just, even though he wants to get this over quickly and just, it's like, okay, difficulty, hardships, let's just go, let's get this over with. With the flow, it's like he's also going with the flow of life. Like, life is taking him through this very difficult roller coaster, and he's just riding that ride, going through that journey, exploring and experiencing and learning all that he has to learn, even if he has not much control of it. He's just going with it. And one of the things that caught my attention that I said I'm going to talk about that later is that if you look at all the cards, there's only like one point of focus that has color. Right here is kind of like the third eye. That kind of shows that he's trying to connect within himself in a very spiritual way. Here is down there. Here it's again the third eye because it's in the forehead. And lastly, right here we have it on the heart. So he's working in his heart chakra. He's trying to heal all of the emotional parts of himself, trying to love himself. I feel like that's like the main takeaway for Dino. He's just trying to learn to love himself. And I never really thought he was struggling with this, but there's maybe something that caused him, that made him feel like, okay, maybe I should start. Maybe there's a chance I feel that he started doubting himself for some reason, and maybe he's learning that he kind of has to go with the flow of life. I guess because this year everything just kind of happened, and there was many things out of his control, of anyone's control actually, as an individual, that he's trying to learn that life just kind of happens sometimes, and it will get in the way of his plans. And because of that, I also feel that all of this time that he probably had with himself was enough to make him realize, maybe there's a little bit of work I have to do within myself. Try to heal something, or maybe he realized that there's something he's not satisfied with. And then the last card we have silence. So remember how earlier he had that card with emptiness, and I mentioned that to me that card felt as someone that has to work in silence or on their own. Here, he had this card. To work on all of, there's a chance that he feels a bit like empty inside, like, okay, I'm just doing this, but like, why am I doing this? Maybe he enjoys it, but maybe it could also be that now he's trying to give it a bit more depth, a bit of this watery thing of like, okay, healing, self-love, this spirituality, greater good, life purpose, all of that. I feel that he's slowly in his own, and then again, we have another, like, the focus is here on the forehead, on the third eye. So I think he's just trying to elevate his work into a more spiritual self, a more, he's trying to focus and grow as a person. He's trying to reach like the next level for himself in a way. And with that emptiness and silence, I feel that he's working when he's alone, when he is in absolute silence, no distractions. He's learning and thinking and healing. And I think if he continues with that, he will be successful. Because I think with him is that energy is blocked just because it's a bit difficult. It doesn't, to me, it doesn't feel like he's constantly rejecting something or neglecting something. It just feels like he's just going through it, and it's a bit difficult, but that's just natural, that he will kind of close some doors and some windows because it's very, very overwhelming, but not necessarily because he doesn't want to go through with this journey. And as long as he doesn't just put it in the back of his head and leaves it and ignore, as long as he doesn't ignore it, he will be fine. He could take breaks from it and be like, okay, all of these problems are a bit too difficult, let me take a step back and relax. And if he does that, that's fine. His spirit guides will figure out a way to give him that space and that time that he needs. But if he starts ignoring it, then everything will escalate in a way that could be very damaging in a way, because the lessons that he has to learn will escalate, so he learns them, right? But I think he is in a point where he will be perfectly fine. So yeah, I think I'll leave that there. So, love and healing from my part to you. If you're going through something difficult as well, I'm not surprised you watched this, because that's what he's going through. A lot of self-love. So that could be a message for you if you're listening to this. Maybe you need a little bit of self-love, and those journeys are a bit difficult when you work with your shadow side, or those things that you're like, yeah, I don't really like that about myself. So yeah, I'll leave that there, and the next one will be Johan, so look forward to that. And I'll leave you till the next one. Bye.